Hello and good afternoon. This is Bob Crochet. I am Mastermind Group and also known as Supply Chain Pro to Know. And I wanted to give you just a brief overview today of the ICEA program called CSCA, Certified Supply Chain Analyst. So we're going to go through just a couple of quick slides. And to kind of introduce this myself, I want to talk a little bit about my background. You can see here there's a number of different industries. This is just a sampling of a few of the industries that I've worked with: oil and gas, steel fabrication, electronics, paper, pulp, medical device, food and beverage. So that gives you an idea of the experience that we have to offer. The program itself is attested by ICEA, International Supply Chain Education Alliance, and this is an excellent getting started kind of certification. It's relatively short compared to some of the more involved programs, which makes it really easy to get a step up. To give you a little bit of idea about what's involved with the program, we have several modules, and these are broken up into about 1/3 each. It covers a number of different topics, which I'll talk about in a moment. There is a practice exam, and then there's a separate final exam as well. That is 120 minutes, 2 hours. You have to answer 100 questions. And if you have a 70% or better score, then you are certified. So that gives you a little bit of idea about the exam. The course is designed to give you a working knowledge about supply chain fundamentals. We do talk about demand management, forecasting, sales and operations planning, balancing supply and demand, the challenges with balancing these things on the long term. And we do look at risk management as well. Of course, with RP and inventory. And along the way, we're going to talk about quality management as well, too. This gives you a little bit of idea of some of the main topics. Supply chain overview. We're going to look at strategy. Very important to understand what the strategy is. That drives the design of the supply chain. And then from there, we'll talk about aggregate planning and then individual item planning. And then, of course, we'll also cover sourcing, strategic sourcing, and purchasing, as well as some key topics on continuous improvement, lean, and Six Sigma. So that gives you a little bit of an idea about what we're going to cover in the course. Now, there's really two ways that you can do this program. We have it as a regular course, which is 21 hours scheduled as a class. It's very interactive that way with a live instructor. LVT is live virtual training or face-to-face in person. We generally do 2 different formats here, 3 days of 7 hours each, or we could do 7 days of 3 hours each. So we can break it up or some modification of that. So, it depends on what works for your schedule. So if it's a corporate client, then we try to find a schedule that works for them. Another way that can be very easy is 1 hour chunks or 1 hour webinars, where you can go through each of the different 1 hour segments on demand, self-paced. You do have instructor support from myself via email. And the nice thing about this is you don't have to spend a lot of money up front. You can purchase each segment separately, and we call this Supply Chain Core, and it's available through the website. So that gives you some basic ideas about CSCA. Now, I will also tell you that those that have come out of university, this is a really great entry-level certification. And we've seen a number of situations where in job interviews, the new candidates were selected for a higher level position based on having this certification right out of the gate. So this has got a lot of value. It's relatively easy in terms of time commitment, and it's something that will provide some specific credentials that you can use in the hiring process. So welcome aboard, and if you have any questions, you can reach me on my email. It's bob@supplychainpro2know, or you can go to the website and feel free to drop me a note and let me know if you have any questions there. So thank you very much, and we'll talk soon.